Apex Season 8, new legend, new gun, and more. Hey there everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video on Tuber Gaming. Who could have guessed that EA would be releasing the Apex Season 8 so soon? Not that we don't like it coming out so soon, it just feels like yesterday when Season 7 came out. Nevertheless, with the recent release of the trailer of Apex Season 8, everyone is pumped up and is eager to get in on the details. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Alright, now let's begin. Sadly, EA has not spilled a lot of tea on this matter, but we have just enough to hold on to this topic and to get a conclusion. If you wish to know more about what the new Apex Season 8 might unveil, then this is the right spot for you. If you guys have been following the secretive nature of EA throughout the 8 seasons, you would probably know how dramatic and suspenseful they keep all of their upcoming releases. With EA not talking, and people giving out fake information on this topic, there's a dire need for someone to stay limited to the official sources and speculate on the information. Therefore, limiting ourselves to just the official information released, here is a detailed analysis of everything that might be in place for Apex Season 8. The trailer, which just got released in the middle of January, had some important information hidden in it. You probably need an eagle's eye to spot these minute hints, but here's what we're looking for. Now, before we talk about anything else, we must discuss the new legend in the game. He's being called Fuse, and the trailer had quite some screen time uncovering his story. The trailer shows him standing up from the rubble after the grenade is exploded at him, but a noticeable factor over there is that Fuse loses his arm due to the grenade attack. But when we head to the website, we see that Fuse is shooting a rocket from a rocket launcher. And in that particular picture, he is making use of both of his arms. This might just be a representation of what might have looked like Fuse if nothing had happened to him, and he probably might even have his arms in the game. But if that statement is true, then the clip showed us in the trailer would render useless. And I personally do not think EA would have referred to the grenade attack without any proper relevance to the game. The people behind Apex Season 8 were not making a movie or something of that sort. Their basic purpose was to hint about what should be expected for the game. After all, that is what trailers are for. So, if EA really thought of it as very important to include it in the list, there seems to be no reason why we should ignore this piece of information. Now, coming to the next point, EA mentioned the release of a new gun on their website. This was kind of expected as EA releases a gun with every season, but this time, even the gun seems spectacular. The gun being brought forward in Apex Season 8 is the 30-30 repeater, and the expectations are that this gun is going to be as deadly as it gets. The description found on the website below the picture of the gun states, Salvo's most popular weapon, this lever-action rifle picks apart the opposition with hard-hitting rounds. This description is good enough for us to deduce that the weapon is going to be extraordinary and that it would be like something we have never seen before. Another important point that we get to see on their website is the relevance of the King Canyon to Apex Season 8. The fact that the website highlights the obliteration of King Canyon means that the map could be based on this location. Now, there is no certainty about that, but there seems no other reason why EA would highlight King Canyon on their limited webpage without having any solid reasoning behind their doing. The only plausible explanation is what I just gave, that the chances of Season 8 of Apex happening in the King's Canyon are immensely huge. This does not mean that the game might not span across a number of locations. There is still a possibility that the people behind EA might diversify the location this time by not just limiting it to one major city or location. Now, this would be great news if you ask me, because this means that the fans would have more area to cover and it would be possibly more challenging than the previous seasons. What happens for certain would not be known until, well, the release of the game. And considering the release is not far away, in fact, less than just 10 days, there seems to be no need to make hasty remarks about what could be inside the game. The expected time of the release is the 2nd of February, and we want the game by then. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, do so. It's never too late. Give it a thumbs up, people. We'll see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.